We have been working on the tenets of EnterQuest, just trying to get some clarity about what we believe so that everybody understands, and so that when you are a metaphysical Christian, you know what you're, when you say that, you know what you're believing. You know what someone believes when they say that to you. So in your bulletin, you'll find the tenets that we've gone over on the left, that we started, I don't know, March, I believe, April. God is love. All are children of God. Love flows to us and through us. Every heart desire is of God. Jesus is the Christed Son of God. Everybody good with all that? We have free will. That's today. Ready? Okay. So, when we are dealing with these tenets, these are the beliefs that we basically wrap everything around in our walk as metaphysical Christians. So in each of those tenets, as you can go back and listen to the services, but you can wrap like, okay, I'm mad at somebody and I'm judging them. Go back to a tenet. Everybody's a child of God? Oh, okay. God is love. Oh, okay. I mean, we can go back to those basic beliefs to help modify, what we might be experiencing. That might be troubling us. So our affirmation this month is, God, I'm ready to expand my territory. Expand my territory is expand my ability to shine my light and to have it reflected back to me. It's not expand my ownership. It's not expand, give me more junk. Expand my ability, my territory, my presence in reality. Expand my ability to shine my light and have it reflected back to me. Father, Mother God, bestower of all good things, but everything has to come through our current level of consciousness. So when we say this prayer, expand my territory, what are we asking to expand? My consciousness. Expand my ability to think differently, to think broader, to think bigger. My ability to receive your light stronger and brighter. My ability to shine my light stronger and brighter and have it reflected back to me. We are choosing every day how to live and the world we want to live in. And you can look at your reality now, and I mean, most of us have challenges. Don't you guys have challenges? We're learning through things. Everything we're experiencing is somehow complementary. I lost half of them. My challenges. Okay. Every challenge we're experiencing is, in fact, a reflection of something within us. It may not be a direct, I hit you, you hit me, but it may be an experience that complements my belief systems. If I believe you are more powerful than I am, I may have the experience of you acting more powerful than me because of a belief system I have. You understand? So we are so complicated. Sometimes it doesn't go direct dot to dot. It's in the patterns. But we can rest assured that everything we're experiencing, we have somehow allowed, and it's somehow complementary to something we believe at the moment. Can we change? Are we stuck? Is this brought to us by the world above us that says we have to experience these things? No. Think about every book that you read. Let's get real clear. Think about every book that you read. Isn't every book automatically trying to get you to think their way? Every book creates ideas and precepts. It's like, oh, think this. Let me put that in your brain. Was it there before? No. We read for education. We read for entertainment. We expose ourselves, and let's talk okay. Some don't read. Some watch TV. Some watch, okay. Some listen to books on tape. But what we're doing is we're taking ideas and concepts into our reality that are not natural to our reality. Why? So we can have a choice. We choose to accept or reject. We choose to embody or not. I want you to really hear the chooser in you. There is a chooser in you. And everybody wants you to agree with them. The whole world wants you to agree with them. How many beliefs are in the world? a bunch. So our ability to choose is at great value to the world. It's great value. Everybody with me? Okay. All right. Religion also is very powerful about you need to think this way. Come to religion and let me tell you how to think about God. Let me tell you how to do God. Let me tell you how to believe God, right? It's all about thinking that way. Choice is one of the greatest gifts that we were given by Spirit. You realize that? Choice. We talk about free will. It's really free choice. Our will to choose, our will to create. Free will, free choice. In the allegory of Adam and Eve, we have Eve. It's an allegory. It's not real. It's an allegory. It's giving us a picture of something that I believe. We have this Eve who's been living in the garden with Father, Mother, God, and a voice outside of her says, from the world around her, hey, girl, have you thought about this? And she goes, no, I have not thought about that before. Why don't you think about this? Why don't you think about this then? And if you eat that fruit that your Father, Mother, God told you not to, you're going to be just as smart. Why don't you think about that? And the moment that she said, I think I shall, what is she doing? She's taking an idea presented to her by someone else without checking her internal chooser. Is this for my highest and best? What do I think about this? I know Father, Mother, God. I love Father, Mother, God provides everything for me in this beautiful garden. And she eats the proverbial apple. Y'all, we eat a lot of apples. We make a lot of choices based on voices outside of us without going within. Where am I in this? How do I feel about this? What's my truth in this? Does this resonate with me? Does it not resonate with me? And if we get the go, we go. But if you go, you're not kicked out of the garden because you're still in your reality. You're choosing from your reality. She chose from someone else's reality and therefore got to live in their world. Do you see? When you choose from those voices and make them a truth that you do not necessarily realize, you're choosing that reality. Okay? Our world, our creation. Now, do you see how you might have gotten stuck in something you didn't really want to be stuck in? Okay. All right. How I choose creates my reality. It doesn't create the things. It creates the things I experience. Because where we are, what we innately are looking for, we're looking for our power. We're looking for love. We're looking for a sense of prosperity. We're looking for a sense of thriving, right? That's innate in all humans. So all of these choices create patterns that create my reality. And how I approach these things, if I approach them out of desperation, I know if I ask you all, if you ever felt desperate for love or prosperity or something in your world, I would venture to say that almost every hand would go up. Because we have those moments of desperation where we've put ourselves in a corner so badly we cannot see how it's possible for us to achieve. And when we're in desperation, what do we choose? The voice outside, because it certainly knows better than we do because we've got ourselves in a pickle here. You see? Patterns, these are all patterns. They're patterns of beliefs that we've embodied. And they create your reality. In counseling, anyone who does counseling knows this. I frequently do it. When I'm dealing with someone who has an issue, I will look at them and ask them, when was the first moment that you knew it was over? When was the first moment that you knew you were done with that job? When was the first moment? And they have a moment. They can drill down right to it and they go, well, I was having coffee, this happened, and I knew it was over. With a relationship, with whatever. They knew. How long did it take you to allow that knowing to become a choice? That's why I'm here talking to you. Because I know it's over, but I don't know me. Do you see? Patterns reveal truths to us. Most of us, when we know, many of us, when we get that clear sign, it's a clear sign. The minute we decide I am going to follow that knowing that came from my heart, because it's not someone's voice out here, they never know. They never know. It's the knowing in here. I got the knowing. I am going to follow it. Sometimes it takes a while to get to the goal. Sometimes it happens quickly. But it also takes a choice to act on it. Y'all with me? When the decision, when the awareness is there, that's what we want to call it, an awareness. All right. We live with the experiences of every choice until we choose again. So we can stay in that experience until we choose again. Some people will say, I had no choice, it was survival, I had to do that. I had to. And that is simply a perception. In their mind, at that time, they could see no other options. There are always options. There are always options. One small choice in the middle of something chaotic, a simple choice that is, I am now choosing to live in peace no matter what happens around me. I am now choosing hope that I know things will work out. I'm choosing that even though it looks like it's not going to happen. One small, simple choice will begin to erode what is happening and shift the pattern. And it may take a few minutes, but you are now living in a new choice. No, I'm going to love regardless. I'm going to love regardless. I told you guys many years ago when I was feisty as a young girl. Very feisty. And so was Patrick. And it was early in our relationship. And I was feisty. And he was not doing what I wanted. Thank you, Patrick. You do get wiser as you age. But I was so mad, so upset, but I said to myself, I love him more than our differences. And I went out and I said to him, I love you more than our differences, and our differences are great. So I love you a lot. Do you know how many times I've said that to myself in the last 30-something years with him? A lot. I love him more than our differences. We'll make it through this. I love him more than our differences. And we always make it through, and it's always fine. But the choice that I made in that moment shifted my perception of what we could be together, shifted how I was going to interact with him. And it allowed us to explore areas that we would not have. I would have divorced him a million times had that not been my go-to, my decision, right? So those decisions that we make, they begin to unwind patterns and begin to create new patterns. And the decision can be a closed one or a big one. I'm asking you to consider bigger ones because we want to expand our territory. Decisions that we make, the choices that we make, sculpt our reality for certain. For certain. So, the seemingly small choice can begin to make a major shift if allowed to grow. One powerful realization, if you choose in that moment, it's over and I am going to move forward. That powerful realization will crumble the current reality and take you to your next step. But it is that choice that you are making. Do you see how powerful human beings are? And their power is exerted when they choose. Not when a voice outside says, taste this fruit. But when they choose from within, in their heart. So God flows through our beliefs. In Jesus' time, everybody was focused on the outer, right? They were focused on the laws of the church. The Romans were being mean to them. The people were being mean to them. Everybody was focused on the outer. They were in survival mode, a lot of them, and praying to God for a savior, praying to God that they could be redeemed from this situation that was very, very difficult. So Jesus was dealing with people that were looking at the outer. Don't you know that's why he had to come in the outer? He had to come so they could see him, because that's all they were looking at. And he would say to them, would you be healed? Would you be healed? We don't know how many people said, no, thank you. Probably a lot. I like it just fine. I'm okay. You go heal somebody else. My grandma needs it more than I do. You know what I'm saying? Probably said, there were probably quite a few. But would you be healed? You need to make a choice. Do you want a different pattern? I can help you get a different pattern. And that's what he would do. He would move into their energy field, and he would begin to use that beautiful love of Father, Mother, God moving through him to begin to alter the energy field and heal the causal pattern that created the illness or whatever they were going through. And it was a beautiful gift of God love moving through them that they could not receive in any other way because of the belief system that they held. But they had to choose it. They had to choose it. So I wanted to share with you a story. This is a blind man. I share it a lot because it's very fabulous. They're in Jerusalem, and there's a blind man, and the disciples ask Jesus about him. Why is he blind? And we won't go into that right now. It's a long story. And then I think Peter says, can we heal him? And Jesus says, yes, we can. We can help him change his pattern so he can serve humanity in a different way, so he can learn. And so Jesus goes to the man and asks him, would you be healed? And the man said, I would give all I have to be healed. And he's a beggar at the gates of probably the temple. And so this is where Jesus tells him, he takes the mud, spits on it, and puts it on the man's eyes, and then tells him to wash and say, Yahweh 3 times. And he does, and he can see. It's very, very deep healing that Jesus goes through with this man. Every one of those things has a very powerful metaphysical step, which we're not talking about today. But what happens is when the temple people, the priest, find out this guy got his sight, they are very upset. And they call him in and they start interrogating him. Who did this to you? And he goes, well, it had to have been a son of God because only God could do these kind of miracles. You must know who he is. You're priests. Oh, well, that just made them even more mad. What do you mean? You're being insolent, blah, blah, blah. We're going to excommunicate you from this church. He goes, do what you need to do. The blind man, who can now see, you do what you need to do. All I know is I couldn't see and I can. All I know his name is Jesus. All I know is he's got to have God energy in him. That's all I know. Kick me out if you want. And they did. And they kicked him out. That was a big bad thing to be kicked out of the Jewish church because that's your family, that's your laws, that's everything. So he was going to be not in a good space. This is the only man in the New Testament that we actually see Jesus seeking out. When Jesus heard what happened to him, he sought him out to talk to him. And this is what I wanted to share with you. Jesus said to him, do you believe in God and in the Son of God? And the man said, I believe in God, but who is this Son of God that you're talking about? Jesus said, the Son of God is who speaks to you. The man said, why do you say the Son of God? Is there only one? And Jesus said this, all men are sons of God by birth. God is the father of the race, but not all are sons of God by faith. He who attains the victory over self is son of God by faith, and he has overcome this reality, this material reality. And he is a pattern for the Son of God by men. He who believes and does the will of God is son of God by faith. And the man exclaimed in joy, I believe in God and in the Son of God. To me, it represents the personal choice that we have inside us to actually accept the truth of us as we believe it. We believe we are all sons of God by birth. When we choose to be son of God by faith, and let me use that word choose, when we choose to be sons of God by faith, we are saying, I'm going to look inside first as I make choices in my world. I'm going to look for the divinity first as I interact with my world. I'm going to know I'm spirit as I take my light into the world. I'm still going to be in the world. I'm still going to eat my dinner, work my job, get my paycheck, love my people, have families, have experiences. But I'm going to know that I am eternal child of God first. And it has to be chosen. When he was talking to the Greeks and he was talking to them about the oracle was fabulous. It could predict the future and stuff like that. But he says this. He's talking about how you guys are so smart. I honor your brilliance. That's what he told them. You guys are so smart. I honor your brilliance. But there's more than thinking. There's more than thinking. There is a heart of feeling that you don't know yet. And he said, Holy breath knocks at the door of every soul, but cannot enter until the will of man throws wide the door. God will not violate your free will. God won't violate. It's a gift. You choose. Father, Mother, God's not going to come and say, hey, you got to do it my way now. I'm going to open up that door to your heart and I'm going to make myself a part of you and blah, blah, make you aware of me. That negates the gift. We have to consciously choose that door to open in our heart so we can connect with the divinity that we are. That's choosing consciously. And I know we all have. You probably wouldn't be here if you hadn't. But I want you to realize the power of that choice. That choice to acknowledge no matter what happens, God has me. No matter what happens, I know there is a greater power. There's a greater power. And as we look at the world today, don't you guys see stuff that really freaks you out? This is happening, that's happening. This patent for that got approved. Well, what are they thinking? That's going to kill people. Well, that's okay. And this happened and that happened. Voices outside of self. The greater power is God. The greater power, creator of us all, is God. When we choose that spiritual awakening and awareness within us, our reality reflects it. Our reality reflects it. So, it says man is the delegate to do God's will on earth. But what does it take to be a delegate of God? It takes a connection. It takes a commitment. It takes being love, believing in what God is. What did we say God was? Beauty, peace, joy, power, abundance, prosperity, all those qualities of God. If we're going to be the delegate of God on earth, we have to live in those qualities. Now, does that mean you don't get mad at people? We still have egos we have to deal with. People still trip us up every now and then. But when they do, the Spirit of God's in us, and we go, okay, let me not hurt or harm you. Oh, let me not hurt or harm myself. Let me calm down. We seek to use the beliefs we believe to be true. Because we know whatever has happened is just a moment in time. Just a moment in time. Through our belief system, the love of God moves through us. We can walk in the serendipitous energy of being blessed. We can walk through challenges too. I need to learn how to be a better person. Oh, goodness gracious. I need to learn how to be a loving, kinder person. Okay, what am I calling forth? She said trouble. Trouble with a big T. So I can love my way through it. You know, I want to experience being a loving, kind person and opportunities that bless me in easy, gentle ways. How about that? We can always refine the decisions that we make. We can always refine it. The power to choose, the right to choose. No one can take that away because you are born with free will. Your free will creates your patterns. You can change your patterns through a simple affirmation, through a declaration, through just changing your perspective. And the patterns will morph around you. We have free will. So when we're looking at the tenets of Inner Quest Church, we have free will. Everyone is a child of God. What do we feel about our brothers and sisters who believe something different? Love. They are experiencing what they need to experience. They have free will. We would pray that they hurt or harm no man, but that is our prayer. That everyone is safe and happy in our reality. In our reality, everyone's safe and happy. That's our prayer. God, consciousness, is governing us and giving us this great opportunity to create. The focus that we can have is on our feet. Where do we stand? Where are we standing? What are we living? Where can we bring in greater joy? Where can we choose? Not from a voice, but from in here. Where can we choose that makes us prosperous, loving, all the God qualities? Bring that to us. Do you see how powerful you are? Yeah. That's why everybody wants you to agree with them. All right, let's anchor this in. Father, Mother God, we just open our hearts. And I ask that the words that were shared today be whatever the person needs. Let them be reorganized in their consciousness. But I would invite you now to see a beautiful column of light come over you. And I want you to imagine Jesus Christ is with you and he just lifts you up into this beautiful space, and you're in your column of light. It's a beautiful space. And I want you to see an open vista, and now see it filled with other columns of light, other people sitting in columns of light. Let that space become filled to overflowing with other people in columns of light. Some you may resonate with, some you may not, but just allow it to be filled. Realize every single column of light is a reality. And since we love God and we love fellow man, let's just send a prayer. We send a blessing to all the columns of light that God blesses them. Not our will be done, but just let God's blessing move to all of the columns of light, all the people. And become aware that even in that consciousness that you sent out, there is a sense of harmony that returns to you. We may not be the same, but we are on the same mission to understand creation, and harmony can be our reality. And let the vision go, let all the people go, all the columns of light. And I want you to bring in your inner circle now, your family, those people that you trust and rely on. Bring in just your little family, See them all in their column of light. You have chosen to walk with each other. And send your love again to them. God, I ask you bless all of these columns of light, all of my family. They may get brighter, bigger. They receive your love. And their love comes back to you. We may not be the same, but we walk in a deep harmony, a deep love, a deep cooperation with each other. And all choose based on their heart. Let them go now. Just send them to the light. The angels take them. And just feel yourself standing there. I will allow others to choose. Now I allow myself to choose. Feel the freedom of your higher self, that Christ in you, beginning to shine so brightly. All I choose blesses the whole, but I am choosing for my soul. And you don't have to be specific about any choice in this moment, just affirming the fact that you will choose for you, for your soul. Feel the beautiful love of God pouring through you, that light of Jesus. And just very gently let yourself come back down the column of light. Feel the chair. Father, Mother God, we thank you for the great gift of choice, for the free will. And we are so grateful. And take a breath. Send your love into the room. And when you're ready, you can gently open your eyes. You are the commodity the world seeks. Say, yes, I am. Yay, God.